Gentlemen, hello and welcome to Dating Dynamics. Great to have you here. Today we're going to be delivering on our promise from the last video. We're going to be talking about who Prince Charming is and why women want Prince Charming instead of the nice guy. So if you didn't catch that last video, we talked about why nice guys finish last and why women aren't attracted to them. If you haven't seen it, we're going to put a link somewhere on this screen. You want to watch that, okay? It's going to give you the full context. So for those who've seen it, we're going to go ahead and move on and answer that question. So yeah, who is Prince Charming?
Right. So, you probably heard that women, they like Prince Charming, right? That's what they want. And that we're here to tell you that's absolutely true. The only problem is most guys misinterpret what Prince Charming really means to a high quality girl. So in order to talk about that, we're going to break down just that phrase, Prince Charming. So Prince doesn't have to refer to royalty, luckily, right? But it does refer to a high quality, high value man that is building a life that's worth sharing, right, to an attractive, high quality girl. So he's proud of this life because it's, he's taken it somewhere that he likes and he's enjoying it. But then moving on to the charming portion, that's more how he actually interacts with these women that he's interested in. So he's charming, he's flirtatious, he's kind of fun to be around in that sort of romantic tension kind of way. But he also doesn't do that in a pandering sort of way. He's not desperate for any girl's attention. He's really wanting to find that quality girl that he can share this quality life with. And he wants to have fun in the process. So we're going to take a look real quick at what that actually looks like out on that date. Because remember, we did that for the nice guy scenario. So now what does that look like when a Prince Charming takes a girl on a date?
Yeah, so let's jump into that scenario. So Prince Charming is planning out his date. And hey, he's a high value guy, so he really values his time. He's considering a couple things as he plans this date. One being that he wants to have fun on it because it's his time. He might as well be enjoying it. The second thing is he wants it to be an opportunity to see if this is a girl he's really interested in. And so that being the case, he's thought of a restaurant he really likes as well as a movie he enjoys. So he runs this by her, says, hey, I got this really good restaurant in mind as well as a movie. How does that sound to you? And hey, of course she says yes, or at least in this scenario. And so, yeah, it's a date.
Yeah. So now they're out on the date. And you know what? Not only does he think she's really pretty, but she's really charming too. And so naturally, he wants to hold her hand. He wants to put his arm around her. He wants to cuddle with her. But he only wants to do that if he knows that she feels the same way, right? So he's going to discover if she wants that through what we call physical escalation. And so for the examples of this, when they first meet for the date, he goes up and he gives her a nice warm hug. And that shows her that he's confident to be around her and that he likes her. And if she reciprocates that warmly, then he knows she feels the same way. Then when they're out at dinner, instead of sitting across from her interrogation style, he sits next to her and he makes it more of a romantic dinner instead of that. And she continues to respond positively. So by the time they're watching a movie together on a couch, he's sitting next to her, he puts his arm around her, and by the end of it all, they're cuddling because he kept pushing things in that direction slowly, incrementally, and she kept giving her approval. And because of that, they're both having a great time and enjoying the date.
Yeah, so when it came to the conversation, we have to keep in mind that, hey, Prince Charming, he's in it to have a good time, to have fun, but at the same time, he's wanting to figure out if this is a girl he's really interested in. So having that in mind, he does a couple things as he converses with her. He gives honest, specific, and at times bold compliments, but he's also not afraid to give critiques. But keeping in mind these critiques are playful, okay? So as he does that, as he's getting to know more about her, things she likes, doesn't like, he's willing to give those compliments and playful critiques. And so in doing that, he gets to see her honest reactions to his honesty. Does she respond in a negative way? Is she put off by it, offended? Or does she respond in a positive way by firing back in a playful way? So in this date, turns out she responded positively, and so they had a great conversation. It was one where, yes, they did get to know more about each other, but at the same time, it was fun and it was flirtatious.
All right, so we made it to the end of the date. And you know what? He had a really good time because he got to go do things that he enjoys, and he got to do it with a girl that not only was pretty, but turned out to be really charming and be someone engaging and fun, and that, you know, they could talk about real important issues, and whether they agreed or disagreed, they kept things fun and they learned from each other. So he's definitely interested. He wants to go on another date. But how does she feel? Because that's kind of important, I guess.
Probably.
Well, truth is, she loved it. And she loved it because, I know, it's the first experience, it's the first time he's ever had this happen, but it's, the reason that she loved it is because she got to go do things that maybe she'd never done before. So he provides fun and new good experiences into her life. And she also got to do it with a guy who presented himself as this charming, confident, high value man, right? And so basically, she got to go do fun things with Prince Charming, and that's what she's dreamed of since she was a little girl. So guys, with that, we hope you can see just how important it is to understand what it is women really want in a man, what it is they really want from you. And so in light of that, we're going to devote our next few videos to teaching you exactly how to become that guy and exactly how to do that while staying true to who you really are and who you really want to be as a man. So guys, we appreciate you checking us out today. Leave any comments or questions down below or ideas for future videos. Give this video a like, and hey, subscribe and hit the notification button so that you will see the next few videos. Yeah, hit the notification button, and then you'll be able to see our upcoming videos in this series. Guys, it's stuff you won't want to miss. Thanks for checking us out today. We're Dating Dynamics, and we'll see you guys out there.